Gemini Tarot Reading 2026, Innovation and Purpose for Gemini and the Awakening of Autonomy. This annual tarot reading uses the Optimized Celtic Cross method and is dedicated to the sign of Gemini for the year 2026. The astrological context of the Great Shift. Before we dive into the cards, it is essential to understand the powerful engine behind this year, the entry of Uranus into Gemini. This transit, which happens once every 84 years, is the ultimate catalyst for innovation, constructive rebellion, and intellectual liberation. It challenges old structures and forces the questioning of everything that was once considered safe. In 2026, your mind, communication, and way of interacting with the world will be rewritten. Other major movements, such as the transition of Pluto, ensure that this is not a superficial change, but rather a restructuring of power and purpose. The key is to use your natural adaptability to become the master of your own revolution. Let's put the Scorpio cards on the table. The Two of Swords, reversed, the Star, the Four of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Lovers, the King of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Temperance, the Judgment. 2. The Optimized Celtic Cross, the 10 positions. The reading reveals 10 essential aspects for Gemini in 2026. 1. Central theme, the great innovation, the card that defines your year. The card in this position is the Two of Swords, reversed, crossing the star. The Two of Swords reversed immediately appears to signal that the central theme of 2026 is the liberation from indecision. The this or that dilemma that paralyzed you in the past is finally being resolved. The Uranian energy is forcing you to lower the swords, which previously served as false protection, and open yourself to the truth that there is always a third or fourth solution you were not considering. This freedom is crossed by the brilliance of the star. The star, an Aquarius arcana, an air sign like Gemini, brings a year of restored hope, healing, and clarity of vision. The main purpose of this great innovation is to reconnect you to your most authentic and idealistic vision. You are being bathed in a healing energy that alleviates past anxieties, allowing you to follow a path where your faith in the future is unshakable. Position advice. The success of this year lies in blending ideas and concepts from seemingly unrelated fields, creating your own brand of originality. 2. Challenge, obstacle. The paradigm to be broken. Indecision, fear. Here we find the Four of Cups. The great obstacle is emotional saturation and the refusal to see new opportunities. This card reveals the danger of refusing the cup being offered to you, the opportunity, because you are still focused on the 3 cups of past disappointment or dissatisfaction. The challenge is not external, but internal. Your tendency to shut down or feel bored, dissatisfied, when in fact, the potential for joy and growth is right in front of you. The paradigm to be broken is, if I commit to this opportunity, I will be let down as before. 3. Foundation, the heart's purpose, basis for action. In this foundation resides the Queen of Cups. The solid basis for all your actions in 2026 is intuition, compassion, and emotional intelligence. The Queen of Cups demands that you work from your heart. All your decisions, whether in work, finance, or relationships, must be filtered by your emotional truth. This is the confirmation that your life's purpose is not something dictated by titles or social expectations, but rather something that nourishes your soul. If it doesn't resonate, it's not for you. Your strength in 2026 is your ability to listen to your inner voice and act with emotional integrity. 4. Recent past. The cycle of self-sabotage. Pattern to leave behind. The past card is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles points to a recent cycle of feelings of scarcity, isolation, or a sense of unworthiness. You went through a period where you felt neglected or that you lost something essential: support, resources, confidence. Although scarcity was a real experience for some, for most, it manifested as a limiting mindset. The pattern to be left behind is the tendency to withdraw or sabotage progress as soon as you hit a milestone, the backsliding mentioned in the original analysis. You proved your inner strength. Now you need to prove your consistency. 5. Conscious goal, the course of confidence, how to present yourself to the world. Here the King of Wands manifests. Your goal and conscious attitude for 2026 should be visionary leadership and radiant self-confidence. The King of Wands is assertive, creative, inspiring, and above all, acts. He does not wait for permission. He creates his own path. This is your call to take initiative, launch projects with passion, and take command of your narrative. Project yourself as the authority in your field, as innovation demands courage. 6. Near future, the decisive choice, the next immediate action. The near future card is the Lovers. In the next 3 months, you will be confronted with a crucial choice. Given the energy of Uranus in Gemini, this is not just a choice between two people or careers. It is a choice of alignment. The Lover's Arcana asks you to select the path that is most aligned with your new self, the Queen of Cups, and that forces you to be more authentic. The immediate action is to make the decision that feels the most frightening, yet the most liberating, the one that represents the new path as opposed to the known one. 7. Your perspective, your leadership tools, power and knowledge. The perspective of your strength is the King of Swords. Your main tool for navigating 2026 is intellectual clarity, logic, and truth. The King of Swords is the authority of reason. Use your Gemini intelligence to analyze situations objectively, make decisions without getting caught up in melodrama, and communicate your innovations with surgical precision. This king reminds you that knowledge acquired in the past is not just theoretical. It is a strategic weapon that must now be used to lead. 8. Relationships and environment. Reevaluating connections. Where to invest energy. The card is the Seven of Pentacles. Your social and professional circle is under scrutiny. The Seven of Pentacles asks, is the juice worth the squeeze? You need to take stock of where you are planting your energy and time. There are connections that have become energy drains or that no longer support your new vibration of innovation. Relational advice. This year demands that you be selective. Invest more time in those who elevate and inspire you, and be ready to walk away, Six of Swords, from dynamics that perpetuate chaos or pull you backward. 9. Hopes, fears, the necessary risk, opportunities that must not be rejected. The card of your unconscious is the Four of Wands. Your greatest fear, hope is commitment or marriage, settlement. The Four of Wands represents celebration, stability, and commitment. The hope is to achieve this stability through your innovation. The fear is that by fully committing to a project or person, you will lose your Gemini freedom. The opportunity that must not be rejected. It is the invitation to total stability. When an opportunity for commitment or long-term partnership arises, embrace it wholeheartedly, like the King of Wands, as it is what will consolidate the success of 2026. 10. Annual outcome. Fixed prosperity, where focus leads to abundance. The final outcome is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is an arcana of rapid movement, unified focus, and accelerated success. The energy of the arrows flying in the same direction, promises that by the end of 2026, you will have a clear sense of traction and undeniable progress. All focused efforts will translate into quick results. This outcome confirms the idea of fixed success. The progress you make this year will be sticky, long-lasting. You will not return to square one. Third, the Council cards, bonus. These practical pieces of advice provide the final guidance to solidify the gains of 2026. 1. Practical financial advice, the unique habit. The card is the Queen of Pentacles. Focus, leveling up finances and material security. Action, choose one. 1. Simple, consistent habit to improve your finances and stick with it. It doesn't have to be an investment revolution, but rather a practice of discipline, e.g., saving a fixed amount every week, tracking all expenses. The Queen of Pentacles governs materiality through care and routine. Discipline is the new luxury. 2. Rhythm advice, the importance of rest. The card is Temperance. Focus, alignment and personal balance. Action. With so much innovation and movement, 8 of Wands, there is a risk of burnout. Temperance requires you to blend the fire of action with the water of intuition. Actively schedule time to breathe and rest. The most sustainable growth occurs when you can temper your ambition with patience and internal harmony. 3. Inner strength advice, capturing intuitive messages. The card is Judgment. Focus, awakening purpose and intuition. Action, judgment, crossed by the 8 of Wands, speed, indicates that you will be receiving a shower of intuitive downloads and insights about your purpose and upcoming innovations. Keep a notebook nearby at all times. The Gemini challenge is that these ideas come fast and go fast. Capturing and recording these messages in dreams, meditations, or random moments is crucial for transforming intuition into a concrete action plan. Conclusion: embrace the revolution. The year 2026 for Gemini is not just about what happens to you, but about who you become. You are being pushed into leadership and the creation of something entirely new. The only thing that can stop you is your fear of accepting success and your old habit of backing down. Your mantra for 2026: I innovate, I decide, and I commit to the success I have built. Thank you very much for following this journey of innovation and purpose until the end. For all this transformation in 2026 to materialize, do not stop the movement now. Immediately subscribe to the channel to ensure you receive the next reading that could change your year. Click on the videos appearing on your screen to continue diving into your development. Leave your like, share this powerful insight, and most importantly, comment below what your video ideas are. Your suggestion is our next innovation.